Hi, everyone. It's January 5th, 2017. I'm Cindy Johnston. I'm here today to give a message about 2017. My guides, my angels asked me to share what has been coming to me the last few days since we moved into the energy of 2017. So I would like us all just to take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in the energy of light and the earth herself, releasing any energy of stress, the day energy, the mental energy, the physical energy, breathing in the light, and breathing out any stress. So today, it's just lightly snowing here in Calgary. It's very pretty. We've had a very cold winter season, frigid, snowing, and it's forced us indoors to commune with family, with friends, perhaps where we didn't spend time with loved ones over Christmas and we communed with ourselves. And the coming out of this season causes us to change focus, change ideals, perhaps revisit our lives in general. When we go through New Year's, a lot of people make resolutions. So this year, I am told that there's quite a big shift going to continue to unfold, both in the consciousness of humanity and also in our own lives. And it's really, it's on time. It's what the Mayans predicted. It's what 2012 was all about. It was raising a flag and saying that there's something on our to-do list, and as a human race, changes will take place faster and faster. We've always been evolving. We go through these dark phases where we kind of de-evolve and go into a lower consciousness, and then the earth again goes through these cycles where we go back through the cosmos where there's more light energy, and then we start to advance our consciousness. So we go into these cycles of darkness and light, and uh, many philosophies, the Kali Yugas. We're in the Kali Yuga right now, but the Yugas explain, for example, the study of the Yugas, of these cycles of darkness and light. And the truth is, we're coming out of a dense, deep, dark time on Earth, and we are coming into a light phase and an energy phase that will push us to advance. Uh, Consciously or unconsciously, we are changing day to day. And so 2017 is going to continue to push on that evolutionary button. It's going to ask us to revisit parts of our lives that aren't working and open up doors to new opportunities and new experiences. So often humans, we evolve all the time, and we're consciously expanding our awareness. I mean, with as little babies, we come in and we may know a lot that we can't express, but over time we go through, an evolutionary process of learning around our environment, the people, our socialization, our education. Everything starts to imprint upon us, and we become, products of our environment in a lot of ways. But there's still this underlying spirit, this underlying consciousness that wants to express itself and wants to evolve. And often, it can be seen in the times of rebellion or the times of breakdown or physical challenges or emotional challenges, or even, times when we're going through separation, divorce, changing career. These are the times when the innate self, the part of us that's been wanting to express itself, shows up a little more, and we become less adaptable to the outside world, and we become more connected to our inside world. And often it's challenge that forces that change. But what I'm told, the energy of 2017 doesn't have to be hard, as long as we can continue to reconnect in and reconnect into our souls and our spirit, and revisit the innate self often. The key for humanity, is we've gone through this dark phase, and we've gone through this time where, perhaps we forgot who we were. Perhaps we forgot that we're very powerful spirit, divine beings who have conscious capability to affect their experiences. We're alchemists, really, and we've forgotten how to operate our alchemy. We've forgotten how to influence our outside world, and we've become reactionary over time. That just becomes the norm because we're living in a very reactionary world. So that is what 2017 is going to be about. It's about kind of moving away from the reactionary world, the materialistic world, the dramatic ego world, and moving internally inside and asking ourselves, what is it that we desire? What is it that we choose in life? What is it that we want? Um, I think we forget to ask these questions because we're so busy trying to survive our day to day lives that we forget there's an internal being that is timeless and wise and has an agenda to thrive, and that is ready to express. Absolutely, more so now than probably it has in a very long time. It's like it's ready to come out and bloom and blossom and 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 move into that thriving energy. So 2017 is going to push us to go back inside, go back in and look, go back and ask the tough questions. And key is when we do find that there's something in our lives we don't like, or we're not happy about it and we want to make change, the number one thing my guides are asking us to do is skip judgment. Judgment's not going to serve us right now. So it's really looking at, the garden. I love the metaphor of the garden, and going, okay, so I am the garden. I'm also the gardener. I'm also the provider of the seeds. I'm also the provider of ideas on how to put the garden together. I'm also the tender of my garden. I'm the one that's going to tend to my garden. And so I definitely know that the earth provides for me, and I definitely know that the light provides for me, but the garden is my responsibility. And so that's what 2017 is going to be about: is what do you want in your garden? How do you want to tend to your garden? Um, what's the things you've been always wanting to plant in your garden? And how do you want to live a garden style life? And so you know, we have great opportunity this year. I feel like many people who've been doing their spiritual work for a very long time are going to ride this wave really easily and be able to fine tune quicker. And then there's a group of beings that are just coming online who are just starting to recognize that life means more than just getting up and working 9 to 5 for 45 or 50 years and then hope you have enough money to retire. I mean, there's a group of us that are coming out of that and going, wait a minute, there's more to life than what I'm living. So those people are going to be the ones that are going to be asking the garden questions and potentially, getting the fact that the energy in the cosmos is really about lifting us up so that we ride on top of the ocean. But we've got to allow our corks to float to the top and not be so anchored down into hard centered beliefs and destructive thought systems that cause us to think negative all the time. We've got to blow those away. We've got to break those apart. We've got to say no to those operating systems. And then that allows us to float to the surface. And then there's beings that are going to be totally oblivious to this, human beings that are going to be totally oblivious to this and still, dramatic and active in fight and battle, or perhaps scarcity or fear or whatever it is, and they become reactionary and often they're the ones that either they'll burn out quickly or they'll burn someone else out who helps them.